What's up guys, Dagan07 here, back with a new unboxing video. Went out this weekend and I purchased the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller from the Microsoft store. Rather expensive investment for console gaming, but I'm actually not going to be using it for console. I'll be using it to play consoles, but through the PC. Basically I bought it so I could play Call of Duty through the PC using the PS4 remote play. Made a video on how to do that. You can check that video out. There's a link to it in the description down below. The reason why I bought the Series 2 controller is my original Xbox One Elite controller. They always kept breaking. The bumpers were always really flimsy. So as you can kind of see here, the bumpers have always broken right here at this little tab. And I've gone through 3 of these. Fortunately, I had to pay for it once, but the warranty covered the other 2. And it was just I think it was just a really poor design on Microsoft's part. So I'm really hoping the Series 2 Elite controller will be a lot better in terms of durability and just, you know, extended play. You know, I'm gonna try it with Overwatch. I broke it on Overwatch many a time. And then of course, you know, I play Call of Duty with this, so I have the bumpers and the paddles on the back to try to help out with jumping and crouching and things like that during high intensity situations. So let's take a look at the new controller here. Like I said, just picked it up this weekend. I did take off the tabs here. That's about the only thing I've done so far. I have not actually taken out of the case. I haven't looked at it, so I really wanted to experience this with you guys together. So let's jump into it. So as previously stated, I've taken off the 2 tabs here. This controller comes at a hefty cost of see if I can get it in focus there, $179.99 from the Microsoft store. So let's go ahead and open it up. Let's take a look. This top piece just kind of slides off like so, and inside we have the case. And if you've owned an Xbox Elite controller before, you've seen this case before. It looks very similar. This one's a little bit more textured, a little bit more mesh feeling and looking. Whoop. Try not to bump the camera off. And then inside you have your spare pieces. You have your paddles, your alternative D-pad, your alternative joysticks. That's the old one. Let's see if the new one's the same way. But first we're gonna look inside the box here. So I'm actually gonna set this off to the side and let's see what the box has in it, because it looks like there's stuff underneath. Take that out, set that off to the side here. And in here, it looks like we have a braided USB cable. We have USB-A to what looks like USB-C. All right, which means they've improved, or they just changed the charging port on the controller itself. All right, set that to the side of the box over here. And inside here, it looks like we have, yeah, product documentation, regulatory guide, and an Xbox Game Pass 14-day, or Game Pass Ultimate 14-day free trial. Boo on you. So I'm gonna put this back in the box for right now. And let's actually take a look. Move this off to the side. Let's actually take a look at this case right here. Now, from what I heard, this is supposed to be, they made the controller completely batteryless, where the batteries were integrated into the controller, and that the case was somehow supposed to charge it. So let's take a look and see if that is correct. So inside here, let's compare it to the original. going to set this on top up here just so we have a base of comparison here. So some minor differences that we see already. This is not silver. This is actually all one piece right here, where this was a separate plastic piece. This is actually all one piece now. The grips, the triggers are textured. Again, you see a USB-C port here versus the micro USB port here. Obviously there's some LED lights right here. There's now, you have the ability to have 3 separate profiles on the new Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. The joysticks are a little bit more chromish. They shine more, whereas these are just kind of like a dull silver, if you can kind of see that. But let's see, are these interchangeable? Okay, so no, they're not. Let's see, can you put the old ones on the new one? Nope. So bad news for those of us that have the Series 1 and the Series 2. This might be interchangeable. The joysticks are not interchangeable. However, the D-pads are, so. But I like this darker color D-pad anyway. Buttons feel really good. Let's take a look at the back sides here. I don't have my paddles in here for this specific purpose because the back layout here is actually fairly similar. There's just a couple key differences here. And I knew this coming into the video just from videos about the controller. But this new controller, they have 3 separate trigger stops for the triggers. So you have the long stop here, then there's a middle one where this is about where the series 1 controller goes right here, and then they have it where it's a super fine hair trigger where it takes absolutely nothing to push. So that's going to increase reaction times on first person shooters and games like that. So really excited about that. As you can see, there is no battery slot here compared to right here. Take that off. That's where your batteries would go, or your rechargeable battery. So this is where they're really trying to step up, and you can see that there is a that there's a connection here that you would use to charge it. And below on the bottom side, very similar. You have your 3.5mm jack, and then you kind of have your accessory port here. So that's the differences and similarities between the two. Really kind of bummed that we can't reuse the same joysticks, but it looks like we might be able to use the same paddles. Maybe. Let's see if these new paddles go on the old. The new paddle goes on the old. Yeah, cool. So most of this stuff is reusable. I know a lot of people that have lost some of these paddles. So the good thing is they'll be able to be reused. You just can't use the joysticks here, which I'm cool with. Now, feel and weight wise, it feels really good, really sturdy. Look, listen to that. And then let me hold this just so it doesn't jiggle. You hear that? Series 2. Series 1. So just even inside, there's a lot of moving around. So this one feels and sounds a lot sturdier than its predecessor. Let's take a look at the actual inside of this case here. So it looks like we have a felt cover here. And it looks like, yep, here's the charging base for it. Oh, wow, you can take it out. So basically, I'm just taking this felt off. That's really cool that you can take it out. There's a little bit of texturized rubber padding here. This just kind of... Oh, it's magnetic. So just to show you that it's magnetic. Let's see. Going this way. Okay, this way. Yeah. So show you that it's magnetic. There's the base. You could technically even have this playing like this. I don't know why you would do this, because you have a charging port right there. But that is really, really cool that you can take this out. I thought it was just attached to the case here, but it's not. And the case even has a magnetic base down here to kind of hold that in place. You put it in here and you start charging it like so. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. And then in here again we have our alternative joysticks. These look a little different though. There's one domed joystick, one pretty long divoted joystick, and then two short smooth divoted joysticks without any kind of texture on it. And then we have our alternative D-pad, and then we have this. I have no idea what this is for. If you know what this is for, please leave a comment down below so I know not to do something stupid with that thing right there. And then one thing I do see, it looks like there is a hole right here. So I'm going to put that back in there like that. I'm going to move this like so. And let's take a look at this backside here. So it looks like to have this be able to charge inside, this is the hole that you would plug that USB-C cable into. Try to get a good view of it here. That USB-C cable into, so that you can charge it while it's inside the case. So that's really, really cool. So what I'm going to end up doing, I'm not going to show this part, but what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up plugging this into the back of my PC just to use it for charging, because I have plenty of USB ports. And this is going to be my primary controller for my PC. Thanks again for watching this unboxing. I hope it helped you out, helps you make a decision on whether or not to purchase this. This is a pretty big purchase for a console platform, but I'm really hoping this controller lasts a while and it'll be worth the money spent on it. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell button below, and follow me on Twitch. I stream pretty much every day for a couple hours at night. twitch.tv/Dagan07 down here at the bottom below, and follow me on Twitter at Dagan07. So appreciate your time. Thanks for coming out, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Later.